கேள்வி எல்லாத்தையும் முன்னே வச்சிருக்காங்க. அதே போல பேதுருவை பத்தி ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம் சொல்லியா, பேதுரு முதல் நாள்ல எந்திரிச்சு பிரசங்கம் பண்ணும்போது 3000 பேர் அப்படியே மனம் திரும்புறாங்க. இன்ன வரைக்கும் சொல்லப்படுது கிறிஸ்தவம் வளர்ந்தது போதகத்தினால் என்று அனைவரும் சொல்லுவாங்க. அதற்கு பேஸ் இந்த பேதுருவனுடைய ஒரு போதகத்தன்மை. எந்திரிச்சு பிரசங்கம் பண்ணோட 3000 பேர் ஒரே ராத்திரியிலே மனம் திரும்புறாங்க. இப்படிப்பட்டதான காரியங்களை தான் வச்சுட்டு அப்போஸ்தலனாகிய பேதுருவை விட்டு நீங்கள் பவுலை சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவது எப்படி முடிச்சுட்டாங்க. 2 கட்சியிலும் முடிச்சுட்டாங்க. இதை எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்து இப்போ ஒவ்வொரு சைட்ல இருக்கிற லீடர்ஸ் இல்ல மென்டர்ஸ் நம்முடைய கருத்துக்களை தெரிவிப்பார்கள். முதலாவது நான் கூப்பிடுறது கிரேஸ் அவர்கள்.
Hello again. So we are at the final decision stage, and looks like you're all having a nice time so far. I mean, so did we. I first would like to congratulate all the kids who participated and who put their effort and time into it so much to make this an interesting one and also an informative one. And also the parents who supported and also brought the children for all the meets without fail. So thank you all. And yeah, I don't know what about the foundation thing. Like it never stops. I guess here and there and here and there. Okay, I just want to make it clear. We are not saying foundation is not important at all. That is not our statement. We are asking, foundation is important only if you're going to build up, if you're going to build a building based on that. Otherwise, it's not important. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so hopefully we put a stop to this and nobody continues with that. And I just wanted to point out one thing for Peter, the rock, the stone, right? From Matthew. I'm sorry, I just wanted to quote from the Bible still. So, actually in Matthew 16:23, Jesus turned and said to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan, you are a stumbling block to me." And I think the same thing pointed out because the same thing pointed out by Jerusha as well. Because of his hypocrisy, because of Peter's hypocrisy, even Barnabas, who was with Paul, he stumbled. And they had a big argument. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell about Peter the rock. The stone, the rock. Okay. And also from the beginning, our debate is not about Peter's not good, Peter's not great, nothing like that. Just a little better is Paul. Whether he is called Apostle Paul or the disciple Paul, he was chosen on by God. God gives testimony. Who are we to say anything else? Okay? God doesn't look into them. He looks into the heart of the people. And so now coming back to a question which I asked before. Why did God need Saul of Tarsus when he already had his disciples? Why? Let's say, for instance, I go and ask my husband how my speech was today. He will say it is good, right?
No other choice.
I know what you're all thinking. He will say his family, so he will say that, or he will even think it. I think that's what I hear the most now. He can't go home otherwise. I think. Okay, but if I ask pastor or Alpha or one of our judges, and if they say my speech is good, even if you all didn't think that way, it may give you a slight, a change of opinion. Maybe she was good, right? You could have, you could think like that. So, likewise, Peter's plus point, which was like being with Jesus day in and day out, it was also his negative point. When people spoke, maybe people they ignored him. They ignored him as a family. He is a family. He is supposed to tell good things about Jesus, right? But when it was Paul who spoke, it made her heads turn. They were like, "Is this not the person who persecuted the Christians? Is he not the person who was against them?" And what made this change? What brought about this change? And also, out of curiosity, they went and listened to him. In many instances, we'll see, they themselves go and ask, "Do you have anything to tell us?" They ask Paul. We see that. And maybe of curiosity, or maybe they also believe if Paul can change, something is there. So maybe I should listen to it and I should also obey. Okay, so in that way, God made Saul's negative point to be his greatest strength. I don't know, some of the same verses which they quote, I'm quoting it. In 1 Corinthians 1:26, Paul says, brothers and sisters, think of what you were when you were called. In verse 27, he continues to say, God chose the weak things of the world to shape the strong. Okay? So I believe God chose Paul especially for this purpose. And thereby made his work greater than Peter's. I mean, we keep on saying Peter because this debate is about Paul versus Peter, not about the other apostles, not about Paul with any other disciples. So that's why we keep on saying Peter, nothing other than that, no offense. Now, who are we to question God's decision? I am sure judges here will always stand by God's decision, but our friends on the Peter's team, they will always argue, they will keep fighting, they'll say why not, they'll always ask, but they'll always come around. Thank you all.